Today we are going to reveal the ultimate farming strategy for Obols, the in-game currency that you all need to get full legendary as fast as possible and scale your strength. So grab your weapons and let's dive in. First, let's talk about Obols and what they actually are, before we take a look at the different strategies to obtain them the fastest. Obols are one of the primary currencies in Diablo 4, and besides gold, it's the most important one. With Obols, you are able to purchase slot-specific gear at LVL2, which is currently the fastest way to go full legendary on your character, and to gamble for specific legendary aspects you need to complete your build. So overall, you can say it's way more reliant to farm a specific piece this way until you're able to unlock Hell Tides later on and can farm slot-specific uniques and ancestrals in this mode. Another reason why Obols farming is such a key feature in the early game is the fact that monsters are now scaling with your level. So let's make an example. You cleared your first couple dungeons, but so far had no drop luck, got no legendaries, and you can notice that advancing farther into the campaign is gonna get you killed cause the damage the monsters do and the health they have is nowhere near what your gear is able to fight against. But due to the monsters scaling with your level, even the dungeons you already cleared will now have the same difficulty, so you can't just run back and farm in a weaker area until you feel ready to conquer the new bosses in the campaign. So in Diablo 4 it will be crucial to understand how to keep your gear level and strength the same power as the monster levels, cause there is no way to return to easier areas. So farming Obols early and getting less experience per hour, but way more legendaries per hour is a key to safely play the game, especially if you're going hardcore. So now that we talked so much about why you should do it, let me explain you the different techniques on how to actually farm them really efficient. We will start with solo methods and finish with group farming strategies that are way faster than solo runs. So on this map right here, I noted down all event locations for you, so you can choose what kind of event you like the most, so it will not get boring for you. And the first strategy is basically running to an event that's as close as possible to town so you have a short path. Once you arrived at the event location and the event is currently active, great! You just clear it, pick up the Obols afterwards and then port to town. If the event is not available at the moment, you also port back to town. And the way Diablo 4 servers work is by joining you to a new server if you port back, so now you can just go back and forward until you find your server with a spawned event. And important to note here is that this is an open world area, so you often also encounter events that other people are already clearing, which is great, because now you need much shorter time to clear it, but the reward for you will still stay the same. Since some people don't enjoy this reopening strategy, as it feels quite repetitive for them, you could also just run from event to event that are noted on the map in an efficient circle. It's not the fastest strategy, but if this makes you farm longer in absolute time than with other methods, rather, do it that way, then don't do it at all. Now if you group up with friends, you can even boost the strategy a lot, and therefore you need to follow some rules first. Never reset a server while in a party, because this will keep you and your mates in the same server, and we never want this to happen, and this is also the reason why you should never leave a party at town. So why is not being in the same server so important? Well, we already learned we can reset servers and keep reporting to an event until we find it. The only reason why this method can feel bad is that it sometimes takes a while until we can find an event. But if you do it with 2 to 4 people, with each additional person, you increase your chance to find an event by 100%. And as soon as any of you uncovers an event, he can just invite his friends over to join him. But remember the rules on how to reset after you cleared an event together for maximum efficiency. So now that you're able to farm Obols as fast as a pro, there's only one thing left you need to understand. And this is how to spend them correctly at LVL, because there's a huge potential for errors. To find out the best strategy, watch this video, understand Obols next, and don't waste your hard-earned Obols. Cheers!